Orange County is located in the Los Angeles metropolitan area in Southern California. As of the 2010 census, the population was 3,010,232, making it the third most populous county in California, the sixth most populous in the U.S., and more populous than 21 U.S. states. Although mostly suburban, it is the second most densely populated county in the state, behind San Francisco County. The county's three most populous cities are Anaheim, Santa Ana, and Irvine, each of which has a population exceeding 300,000. Santa Ana is also the county seat. 6 cities in Orange County are on the Pacific coast, including Seal Beach, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, Dana Point, and San Clemente. Orange County is included in the Los Angeles Long Beach-Anaheim Metropolitan Statistical Area. The county has 34 incorporated cities. Older cities like Santa Ana, Anaheim, Orange, and Fullerton have traditional downtowns dating back to the 19th century, while newer commercial development or edge cities stretch along I-5 between Disneyland and Santa Ana and between South Coast Plaza and the Irvine Business Complex, and cluster at Irvine Spectrum. Although single-family homes make up the dominant landscape for most of the county, northern and central Orange County is relatively more urbanized and dense as compared to those areas beyond Irvine, which are less dense, though still contiguous and primarily suburban rather than exurban. The county is a tourist center, with attractions like Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Mission San Juan Capistrano, Modjeska House, Segerstrom Center for the Arts, Yost Theater, Bowers Museum, Balboa Island, Angel Stadium, downtown Santa Ana, Crystal Cove State Park, the Honda Center, and several popular beaches along its more than 40 miles of coastline. Members of the Tongva, Wanino, and Luiseno Native American groups long inhabited the area. After the 1769 expedition of Gaspar de Portola, a Spanish expedition led by Junipero Serra named the area Valle de Santa Ana. On November 1, 1776, Mission San Juan Capistrano became the area's first permanent European settlement. Among those who came with Portola were José Manuel Nieto and José Antonio Yorba. Both these men were given land grants, Rancho Los Nietos and Rancho Santiago de Santa Ana, respectively. The Nieto heirs were granted land in 1834. The Nieto ranches were known as Rancho Los Alamitos, Rancho Las Bolsas, and Rancho Los Coyotes. Yorba heirs Bernardo Yorba and Teodosio Yorba were also granted Rancho Canon de Santa Ana and Rancho Lomas de Santiago, respectively. Other ranchos in Orange County were granted by the Mexican government during the Mexican period in Alta California. Saint Junipero Serra y Ferrer and the early components of the Portola expedition arrived in modern-day San Diego in mid-late 1769. During these early mission years, however, the early immigrants continued to rely on imports of both Mexican-grown and Spanish-grown wines. Serra repeatedly complained of the process of repeated, labored import, per Thomas Pinney's definitive 1989 work A History of Wine in America. The first clear reference to the planting of grapes at a California mission comes from San Juan Capistrano in 1779, 10 years after the arrival of the Franciscans in California. These wines might have produced a small crop as early as 1781. But the evidence points to 1782 as the likeliest date for California's first vintage. In an original and important essay, Roy Brady has not only established this chronology for the first California wine but has also plausibly identified the means whereby the wines were first brought to the state. They came, he suggests, in May 1778 on board the supply ship San Antonio under the command of Don José Camacho. If so, the state has a neglected benefactor long overdue for public recognition. The beginning made at San Juan Capistrano grew, in time, to include the entire system of missions. With uneven but substantial success, viticulture became an increasingly important crop in Los Angeles and Orange counties through the subsequent decades. By the 1850s, The region supported more than 100 vineyards. In 1857, Anaheim was founded by 50 German Americans in search of a suitable grape-growing region. This group purchased a 1,165 acres parcel from Juan Pacifico Ontiveros's Rancho San Juan Cajon de Santa Ana for $2 per acre and later formed the Anaheim Vineyard Company. With surveyor George Hansen, two of the wine colony's founders, John Froling and Charles Kohler, planted 400,000 grapevines along the Santa Ana River. By 1875, there were as many as 50 wineries in Anaheim, and the city's wine production topped 1 million gallons annually. Despite later afflictions of both Phyllocher and Pierce's disease, wine growing persists to this day both in Orange County and just off its coast on the windward side of Santa Catalina Island. A severe drought in the 1860s devastated the prevailing industry, cattle ranching, and much land sea.